Welcome live to the Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I'm your host, Devin Poslosny, along with Dave Poslosny, who will be here momentarily. To start right away, we're going to start off with Motorsports in 60, Super Global Rallycross returns, IndyCar, Formula 1, NASCAR, RH Blog Report, Dave Poslosny, and the final lap. Get started right away with Motorsports in 60, starting now. Supercross race Saturday night. Justin Barcia won the race, followed by Ryan Villapoto, David Millsap, Ryan Dungey, and Jake Wimmer. Ryan Villapoto could clinch the championship next week. Only 2 races left in the season. Camping World Truck Series. Matt Crafton won the race at Kansas, followed by Joey Coulter, Ryan Blaney, Brendan Gaughan, and Johnny Sauter rounding out your top 5. Trucks take, I believe, the next week off and head to another track. I can't think of what one. Supercross will race next week. Only 2 rounds left, as I just said. 13 seconds left. That's not bad. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Okay. Rallycross, Global Rallycross, GRC returns. GRC will have 9 races, 9 events this year. They raced yesterday in Brazil. 9 events, 5 in the U.S. and 3 in other countries. 1 to be announced. So can't wait. So here's your top 5 from yesterday's Brazilian race. Scott Speed won, followed by Tumas Raikkonen, I'm thinking. Patrick Sandell finished 3rd. Steve Arpin 4th, and Brian Deegan finished 5th. IndyCar Eyes on IndyCar Series raced in Long Beach yesterday. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th was J.R. Hildebrand, 4th Dario Franchitti, 3rd Justin Wilson, 2nd Graham Rahal, and Takuma Sato won. Formula 1. We're going to move right along here. F1 raced the Bahrain Grand Prix, I think. Here's your top 5. Lewis Hamilton finished 5th. Paul Di Resta finished 4th. Roman Grosjean finished 3rd. Kimi Räikkönen 2nd. Sebastian Vettel won. NASCAR. JGR had a somewhat bad day at Kansas. 3 out of the 4 JGR cars had problems. Matt Kenseth won the race. Here's the top 5. Finishing 5th, Clint Bowyer. 4th, Martin Truex Jr. 3rd, Jimmy Johnson. Casey Kane 2nd. Matt Kenseth won the race. RH Blog Report. Here's the STP 400. This week's race was intense. 3 out of the 4 JGR cars had problems. The only other JGR car went to win the race. So yeah, Matt Kenseth won the race. Next week's race is in Richmond. See you then. Okay. Alright, so that will do it for our part 1 of the show. When we return, Dave Poslosny will be with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Now to bring in Dave Poslosny.
Was there my name?
No, I was trying to think of something funny, but it didn't come through. So, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
So, race thoughts. You saw both NASCAR races this weekend?
I did. I had to rewatch, obviously, because you know we were pretty busy yesterday. I don't know if he's mentioned that yesterday. A long, hard day worth of work, and we just wanted to watch the race. Anyhow, yeah, I guess I did have a couple thoughts. And JGR, what a day! What did they lose? 4 but 1.
Yeah.
And then the 1 wins. You know, of all endings. I guess they call that a terrible day with a great ending.
Yeah. That has been the topic of the NASCAR on my show here so far.
One of the things that I noted that actually I wanted to talk about was, and I don't know if you've heard an answer to it yet, what the resolution was, but I don't know. It was, I think it was where are we? Lap 77. Edwards had what he thought was a loose tire, but when they brought it in, and took it off, and he did the change and got back out there, they actually came to the conclusion that the tire had shifted 180 degrees on the wheel. I guess you didn't catch that. I never heard an answer as to why that would happen, but if you really think about how a tire is done, even in your own car in the yard, there's a bead that matches the rim, and if it's holding air, it's holding the bead. So how on earth would the rim turn with it? I don't know. It's just, I thought it was very interesting because it actually Edwards had a race-winning car, and it was things like that that kind of made that not happen. Hamlin, Denny Hamlin, I don't know if you heard about. He's talking about possibly being back next week.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's pushing his luck. What do you think?
I don't know. Well, if you think about it, Richmond, which I can bring it up here on this page, Richmond is one of those tracks that is a slow track, but at the same time you could get hurt at.
Oh, potentially, I would imagine you can get hurt at any track.
Well, yeah.
Could be a quarter of a mile.
But I don't really know if he wants to test his luck.
Well, he says at the very least he's going to be back for Talladega. That's a serious test of luck.
Yeah.
But he did say chances were 50-50 that he'd be back next week.
Yeah.
And it's actually short of a week, if you really think about it. It's only 6 days away from when he was interviewed.
Yeah. So the fastest they've gone, the qualifying record is 129 miles an hour, and then the race record set by Dale Jarrett in 1997, 109 miles an hour.
Yeah, but I almost guessed 109 when you said that. I really did. I was just about to say about 109, just based on the qualifying speed.
So if he thinks that he could get into the car and do something, then
you think it's a good track to try it at?
Yeah.
What you're saying.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Because, like, Talladega is, like, one of those tracks that you go, because you don't know. Like, you're going almost 200 miles an hour. If you just go, you're in a big wreck.
But that also, you know, that kind of leads me to another subject. If he did or he didn't come back at Richmond, is pushing his luck like that going to make any difference in any kind of a points chase? Do you think he would still stand a chance, having missed, what, now 2 races?
3 races.
3 races.
Well, if you think about it, they were looking at it on speed. Mark Martin at Martinsville, top 10. Vickers had a top 20. But yesterday he was
right, but that would be
there.
for the team's champion, or not the team, the
car.
The car championship. Yeah, but I'm talking about Denny himself.
Oh.
Do you think he stands any chances for the driver championship?
If he's able to get going as soon as he gets back in there, if he's able to bounce right back, then maybe.
And I guess you could probably pull it off, but you have to have a whole lot of top 5s there.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be tough.
But
yeah, I guess my point is, if I were him, I'd probably back up just a little bit, because you're injured, and you know, truth is, it's best that you do whatever it is to get back to the norm, especially at his age, because he's still got a long career ahead of him. So why push it? If you don't think if it comes down to where you have to finish top 5, excuse me, for the remaining races until the chase to get in the chase.
Yeah.
Well, I think that would be asking a whole lot.
I just realized this book is in alphabetical order. Sorry.
What do you think it was going to be in the NASCAR's order?
Yeah.
Everyone would be there twice. Not all of them, but.
So, yeah, I don't know. Talladega qualifying record is 212 miles an hour. The race record is 188. So, it's.
You also think about, though, when they say 188, that includes. Actually, they went caution free. They damn near caution free a couple years ago at Talladega, didn't they?
For the entire race.
Yeah, it was like maybe there was one caution. I don't remember. It was minimal though for Talladega. But you also have to remember when they give you that race speed, that is averaged. It includes cautions and all of the above.
Yeah, so they're probably going faster.
Oh yeah, no, on the track they are going faster.
So, I don't know. Guess we'll find out is the way to put it. So I guess that, any more notes?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out kind of a funny joke, but if you are too young, which you may be, you wouldn't actually get it. But the Pepsi commercial, the new Pepsi commercial with Jeff Gordon, the one that he, takes the guy out in the Camaro. Did you'd have to actually, anybody who's up there and remembers Scooby-Doo, the original Scooby-Doo, with Shaggy, Velma, take a look at Jeff Gordon. The way they made him up, he looks like he would be what would happen if Shaggy and Velma got together. Basically, the spawn of Shaggy and Velma is hilarious. Take a look at it, and you're gonna get it. Trust me. As a matter of fact, if you get the chance and you see Scooby-Doo on, just click to it, and you'll get it because you'll see the hair and Velma. It's hilarious. Just trust me.
Okay.
But no, on that note, I pretty much had nothing else except I really wanted to say, and as much as you know, I'd hate to say this. God, Johnson's team's incredible. I'm sorry, just as a group, across the board, every one of them, because that's what it takes to get to what they. I mean, are you serious? How do these guys keep doing this? I really thought he was going to have that race yesterday. It was fortunate that Kansas pretty much, dominated it.
Yeah.
But Johnson was right there, and within 100 laps from the back. He was in the top 5 within 100 laps. I mean, come on. How often do you actually see that? I've seen Kyle Busch do it a few times, yes, but he's a little sometimes. And he was angry yesterday. Oh boy, what a bad day for him.
Well, he kept his cool, which we applaud.
I thought, yeah, and yes, Kyle, excellent job, Kyle. That was the interview was perfect. You could tell he was really bent, but he handled the reporters very well, no issues, and didn't lose his cool at all. So yeah, a lot of respect for that. It's good to see that happening. Growing up, it's a good thing.
Kyle Busch just had a bad weekend altogether.
Yeah.
The truck race, he spun out and then he hit the.
Oh, on that note, what was up with the tire track combination? Because how many guys did the same thing?
Blew a tire and spun out?
No, not even blowing a tire. They were just losing it. They were losing their rear end. They were trying to hold it, and it seemed to be. I don't even remember what turn. I apologize for that, but it seemed to be primarily in one turn. And if you looked at how many guys slid, even guys that didn't wreck out or anything like that, did slide. Some, spun completely. Some spun didn't hit the wall. Some spun hit the wall. Some spun hit each other. But my point is, there was an issue there, in my opinion. It was a combination of something. I don't know if it was the rubber and the 180-degree thing. May say something in the long run. Something happened there that's not normal. Because for a bead to let go like that, holding the air, that makes no sense. The tire was still full of air.
Well, if you think about it, maybe the tire got heated up.
I've seen tires practically melt when I do that.
Oh.
So it's interesting. It's a weird situation. The only reason they knew was because they put weights. Obviously, you know how they balance the wheel. Goodyear does this.
Yeah.
Not the teams. They balance the wheels, and when they do that, there's a marker that I think it's red. You'll see a little line on the tire. That's where the weight was. Well, when they brought it in, or when they pulled the wheel off, and the crew chief was doing his quick examination, he noticed that the weight was on the exact opposite side. It only moved 180 degrees. That's it. It's not likely it spun. Just moved 180. That's it. So I can see maybe breaking the wheel loose with the power and whatnot, but that would be more of a not a dink, because the weights actually left a mark on the tire. So they only move 180 degrees. That is it. It's very peculiar.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Now, something I'm surprised you didn't bring up was the official working on the truck.
Oh yeah, well actually, I totally forgot about that because I forgot to make a note. Did you find anything out about it?
I was just watching the truck race. I don't know if you noticed that when you walked in. I was telling my mom I need to watch this to see it. The way you described it to me, it was on the way I was getting it from when you were describing. It was on pit road, and the teams were working on the truck, and there was a rubber mallet working on it.
Mm-hmm.
The way I saw it is the tow truck was backing up to the truck in the grass, and an official was hitting it to try to get it okay enough for the truck to hook up to. Did you think about it that way?
Nope, no I didn't, because I got called in. I was actually out of the room when it occurred, I got called in and just rewound quick and saw it. And then had to go back to what I was doing because it involved moving water. As you know, with your fish tank, you got to be careful. So I had to go right back to it. So no, I did not actually catch the entire thing. All I saw was the scene of the official, clearly on his back. Like, doesn't that classify as working on the car no matter how you look at it? Is it possible that whatever he was doing there, he would have possibly helped the team? Well, and should they be taking that kind of a risk?
It was already being towed away, because I'm going to take this car. I'm going to use that example here. This is your tow truck, and this is the truck, and it's all destroyed. It's
right, like so the main question, truck never returned to the race?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, then that makes all the difference in the world right there, okay.
Because he was working on this area, and the tow truck was right there, like they were going to hook up, but he might have been working on to try to get this down, this way the truck can hook up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm trying not to touch the paint, especially with you here, because you'll be all over me if I were to...
It's a nice car. Whose is it?
Which one?
Is that Stenhouse? The
Stenhouse, yeah.
Nationwide car? Or?
Yeah, Nationwide. I got this for Christmas, and then the other two. I tried to make a collection. Alright, so... I don't know. So now to the points championship. Here's our picks. I had Boyer for first, Johnson for second, Harvick for third, Edwards for fourth, Truex for fifth. He had 55, and that was Mark Martin. But sorry about that, a little technical glitch there.
We have a lot of those.
Yeah, a lot of those lately. So, as I was saying, Dave Postlesny had Mark Martin as number 1, Edwards for second, Biffle for third, Kenseth for fourth, and Johnson for fifth. Now, to look at the results of it, Dave had second and fourth. I had 6, 8, and 10 points, meaning he has a total of 6 for this week. I had 24. He has a total all together through the season is 118. I have 102. Making a comeback.
I'm gonna have to stop you from giving me these spankings. I'm gonna have to stop picking real drivers now. Just stop being the nice guy.
Well, finally coming back. So, yeah. So here's your final lap slide, yeah. There's no IndyCar racing this week. They go to, I believe, Milwaukee, May 4th. Formula 1, no F1 this week. Not sure where they're going. I'd tell you a place, but I think I'd lie to you.
Well, if they're going to if he's going to Milwaukee, that means they should be airing on a regular network television, right?
I believe so.
So I'll finally get to see one.
Well, I'm not sure about. Well,
I'll look it up.
Okay.
You just do it now.
Alright. Nationwide Series Friday, 8 p.m. on ESPN News. Check your local listings. Spring Cup Series Saturday, 8 p.m. on Fox. Racing Hotspot, you have Tracksides Friday. Race Day Sunday. Weekend Roundup Sunday night. I don't even want to be thinking about that because that would be the end of my vacation. Just saying.
I'm going to Florida soon too. I gotta drive. Yay!
I'm wrong with that. Let's have a little competition here to see who can get there first.
Probably you, because I'm not very good at it.
Done.
Well, because you already have it.
Yeah.
It's not in my system.
Whoa, I was way off. We're going to St. Paulo.
4,000 miles away? What?
Yeah. We'll see. Not Milwaukee.
Thanks for that. Alright, so the chances are it's going to be on the regular...
Yeah, it'll be on NBC Sports. And then we go to the Indy 500 for IndyCar, Detroit. Well, now you're...
What day is the Indy 500?
The 26th of May.
So I'll be home good.
So ABC, NBC Sports, ABC, So you'll be able to watch some of these.
When?
Like, you'll be able to see the Indy 500, Detroit,
Well, yeah, that's the one.
the Detroit race 1 and 2. They're having a doubleheader, like a Saturday race and a Sunday.
Cool.
Texas, Saturday night, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Not Milwaukee. Look at that, Milwaukee. Not Milwaukee. Iowa race. Pocono race. They finally returned to Pocono. Not Toronto's 1 or 2.
NBC's got to get it together because that should be on a major network, not on that sports thing, because not everybody gets it.
And that's the end of that. So, and then, you know what, just for the heck of it, let me find out Formula 1 here. Okay. I have no idea how to say that. Okay, so that's where we're going right there. Grand...
Looks like Premio de Hispana.
Okay, that one. That race. The race is...
Notice I said that no, so nobody can actually hear me. She wants something?
I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. So...
Alright, well we need to pick next week, right?
Oh yeah. So when we return, we'll have your picks for next week. We'll be right back. Alright, so we said that we were going to do final lap and that was going to be it, but psych! So here's your points championship picks for Richmond. So starting with 5th.
I'm going to take Jeff Gordon.
I'll take Martin Jerks Jr. 4th.
Tony Stewart.
Clint Boyer for 4th for me. 3rd.
Carl Edwards.
Jimmy Johnson for me. 2nd.
Go with Matt Kenseth.
I'm going to go with Kyle Busch for 2nd.
And I'm going with Kyle Busch for 1st.
I'm going to go with 11. I'm just going to say that because we don't know if Hamlin's racing or if, I believe, Mark Martin would race. Maybe 11 if, because Vickers likes the short tracks.
I think that Martin's contract dominates, and he has far more races. He's like 26 or something like that this year.
That's right.
So it's not really leaving a whole lot. That's leaving, what, 10? And Mikey's running a couple. He'll actually be running 55 at Talladega.
Yeah. So whoever's running the 11, I'm picking for number 1. So there's your picks. The only repeat one was Kyle Busch, and yeah. And Jimmy Johnson.
So he didn't copy me again.
Well, Jimmy Johnson, always in my lineup. Always that, hopefully, guaranteed.
It's like I said, I give the man credit. Sorry about that.
So that will do it. Alright, so until we see each other for Trackside Friday, which I don't want to think about because vacation. Have a good week. Have a good vacation for you kids who have vacation. Till we see each other then. Goodbye.
Take it easy. Have a good one.
Little girl, you like it loud. Come alive in the middle of a crowd. You wanna scream.